work. The kickoff rule has been a major topic of discussion throughout the offseason programs and mandatory minicamps. It's a new frontier for the NFL, the most dramatic rule change, I think, in 50 years, if not longer. And we don't know how teams are going to react to it. We don't know how it's going to go. We don't know how it's going to play out. Nobody does. Here's Justin Tucker, one of the best kickers in the NFL, on how the new kickoff rule might impact him.
Just like a pitcher tries to develop his stuff, I'm doing the same thing out here, trying to figure out whichever way we can, in our minds, gain an advantage, gain an edge, and whether that means, putting the ball in different spots, making it challenging for a returner to, scoop up the ball easily. All of those things we're looking at right now. More recently, my lab has actually been the weight room. This might be really surprising to a lot of you guys and a lot of my teammates, because I don't spend to hang out in the weight room too frequently. But after watching a lot of these XFL plays over the last couple years, kicker seems to be involved in 25% of the tackles. So, I've mixed it up a couple of times. I've gotten in there, but now I gotta, get some more shrugs, get the traps going a little bit, just to make sure I'm prepared to, prepared for a little bit more contact. But in all seriousness, it will be a lot of fun to, see what we come up with, and then see what other teams come up with, and then, see how we can gain an advantage on the play.
Fun is one word to describe it. When games are lost because of it, it isn't going to be fun. And that's why, Charean, my prediction has become by the trade deadline, the Tuesday after week 9 this year, at least half the league will have decided this is not fun. We're just going to kick the ball out of the end zone and give you the ball on the 30 because we're done playing Russian roulette with our own jobs.
I've said that all along, Mike. And the reason that the competition committee wanted the touchbacks to start at the 35-yard line was just because of that. And I do think we're going to see a lot of just kicking it again through the back of the end zone, which was the whole intent of this rule, was to get rid of the balls going through the back of end zone, a dead play, as they like to say, a ceremonial play, as they like to say. And I think that's, again, what it's going to become. And teams will just concede the 30-yard line. But the NFL will like it because there are going to be more points if teams start at the 30-yard line. There just are. So they may end up liking this rule just because of that, because of the start position. But I don't think this is going to become what they think it's going to become. I think teams will try it early, and the first time they give up a touchdown on it, they just say, forget it. We're going to let you start at the 30-yard line, let our defense play defense. And I've said that all along. I think that's what it's going to become. 35, they probably wouldn't have done that. The 30, yes. And they've projected, Mike, that the average start position is going to be the 29 anyway. So why wouldn't you just kick it through the end zone and be done with it?
And that's what's great about this from an analytics standpoint. There's no evidence. They can only draw upon XFL experience. The rule there was slightly different, and the players were very different. I remember last year when this first hit the radar screen, a head coach said this is going to be a mess because you put NFL caliber returner back there and you configure the guys this way and you give that player one man to beat, basically one hole to hit, and he's going to be gone, which is one of the reasons why Justin Tucker is adding weight. Now, to the extent that Tua Tagovailoa has lost 25 or thereabouts based upon the eye test, Tucker has only found 4 of those pounds. So that's not a huge weight gain as Tucker gets himself in position to go try to make those tackles. But that's why teams like the Chiefs are experimenting with having Justin Reed kick off so he can go play safety, which is basically what the kicker will be. And, I thought of something else Justin Tucker can do on this new kickoff play because he's very, very good opera singer. I'm sure you've seen videos of him singing. Like in that moment that the ball's in the air and all the players are in their electric football poses. Some are going to be like this. Some are going to be like this. Some are going to be like that. All the different, because you can't move. For that second or two, he could sing some opera. It would be very beautiful. It would be like one of those scenes in a movie where everything's moving in slow motion and you hear someone singing opera right before, the bomb goes off. I think that Justin Tucker should consider that. He could get in a couple of notes between the time he kicks it and the time the ball's caught or hits the ground.
Well, if he does that, let's make sure he's mic'd up so we can all hear it.
Well, I'm in favor of guys being mic'd up all the time and live. You want to enhance a broadcast, get a microphone on everyone, and let's hear what they're saying. Let's understand two things. Life is rated R, and kids got to learn sometime. All right, let's go ahead and take a break. When we return, losing a lead in the NFC Championship was a bitter pill for the Detroit Lions. Dan Campbell shares what he hopes his team has learned from that experience. That's next here on PFT Live. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.